So New York City socialist and mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani set to join Senator Bernie Sanders on his Fighting Oligarchy tour, stop in New York City this weekend.
That's where he belongs with the socialists. And as the mayoral frontrunner faces a debate challenge from Andrew Cuomo, he wants 5 debates. Mamdani has another idea. He wants to debate Donald Trump, which is just a farce. He's trying to get publicity. So let's cut out the middleman and do that, but that's not going to happen. Fox and Friends Weekend co-host Charlie Hurt joins us now. Charlie, do you think the president's right to get involved here?
Oh, I understand why he is getting involved. I don't know that there's really anything that he's going to be able to do about it. The idea that you're going to get Curtis Lewa out, he's a pretty hard-headed guy. I don't see him going anywhere. And quite frankly, you know, the idea that you're going to wind up with it'll just be a rematch head-to-head between Cuomo and Mamdani. I think you're going to very likely wind up with the same outcome. I understand why he wants to get involved. He loves New York City, and he doesn't want to see New York City run by a communist. But I don't know that this particular strategy that's sort of emerging that we're hearing about is going to be one that works.
But what does this mean for the National Democratic Party? I mean, he's their superstar now. Barack Obama's essentially endorsed him behind the scenes. Yeah. They're not running away from him. I mean, maybe some of the senators here in New York City are.
Well, it doesn't, even if they try, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to run away from him. He's got the nomination. He's going to run. There are going to be stories about him every day. He's going to be making headlines because he's one of the very few interesting people in the Democrat Party. And so every Democrat running anywhere in the country is going to be tied to whatever this guy says during the campaign. And then when he wins, what he does as mayor of New York City, they're going to have to answer for that, and it's going to drive him up the wall. This is the biggest gift you could possibly imagine for Republicans, because they didn't even have to ask for it. They just brought it to them wrapped in a bow. Usually when a party like the Democrat Party loses as badly as they lost in the last election, they try to tack to the middle. You try to find issues that are interesting to a broader cross-section of people. And they're getting dragged even farther to the left. And it's going to play out in campaigns across the country. Republicans are going to run against Mamdani more than they're going to run against whoever they're actually running against.
Real quick, 10 o'clock today, Andrew Bates, the former deputy assistant to the president, senior deputy press secretary, is going to be asked about all the Biden pardons and the autopen, obviously. There's an email exchange and text message exchange that shows that Joe Biden, they were talking around him, saying he doesn't get into warrants, clearly showing, if you read the subtext, that he was not signing off and giving clemency to murderers and some of the most horrific people possible by the thousands.
You know, when this story first came out, we figured that it would end up being a pretty big story, but I had no idea it was going to be this dramatic, where you actually have emails going back and forth saying the president doesn't even know any of the people that are on this list who are going to be pardoned. I need you to send me something that gives me cover for using the autopen. These are staffers talking back and forth for using the autopen. This is a massive scandal. I don't know what the end result of it is, whether it means that the people who Joe Biden's autopen signed a pardon for, that Joe Biden didn't even know were getting pardoned. I don't know if they get unpardoned or how this plays out, but it is a massive political scandal for those Democrat staffers who pulled this off.
And you have text, these are email exchanges. It's no one's opinion. This happened. So go through it today. Yeah,
it's black and white. It's like they took a crayon and said, I did it, and left it at the crime scene.
Well, President Trump called this. He said, he's always been wrong about the issues, but he wasn't a radical like this. Meanwhile, Charlie, you got a big show coming up this weekend. RFK Jr. is going to be on the show, right?
Yep, we're going to let RFK Jr. answer all the questions that senators didn't let him answer in yesterday's hearing.
That's all you could ask. Great questions, no answers. That's what hearings are about these days. Charlie, thanks.
Thanks, Charlie.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.